Hello guys, it's me, Butterfly Spirit 314. So, guys, it has been super crazy in my area. So, tomorrow into Monday, there's supposed to be um a crazy snowstorm. Um, like in terms of how much snow we're supposed to get, people are kind of all over the map with how much snow we're supposed to get. Um, so when I checked AccuWeather for my area, it said there's supposed to be 3 to 6 inches of snow. So that's what I saw there. One of my coworkers, he was like, he thinks it's going to be like 18 to 21 inches. I'm like, are you kidding? I'm like, that doesn't happen here. Like, a few years back, it was like 8 inches of snow or whatever, and stuff. But yeah, it doesn't usually like it ain't been crazy with snow. It might get to 8 inches, but that's super rare. Um, when I happened to go to my doctor's appointment this morning, then I was told that by the lady that was in the office, she was like, "Oh well, you know." She's like, "Well, I've seen times where it was like 13 inches," but she was like, "Oh, that was way back in the 70s or whatever." But it hasn't been anything crazy like that since. And so I was like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, "Well, that's before I was even thought of." So I'm like, "Oh, okay." Anyway, so um yeah, it's been super crazy. One of my coworkers, she went shopping on Wednesday to get some stuff. When I was at work on Friday yesterday, then one of my coworkers, that's a secretary, she was like, "Well, go tonight and get your stuff, because you don't want to, just go tonight and get your stuff." And I was like, really, and she was like, "Yeah." Um, Last night, what I did, I went to Walmart, and I went and like when I drove to Walmart uh, from work, when I got to the Walmart parking lot, guys, the parking lot was packed. It was packed. Like everybody was there. Okay, everybody. And I was like, oh shit, this is about to be crazy. So I go in, and I had to like get a cart, and because there was one cart stuck in the other, but I managed to get the cart free that I wanted. So on my way, rolling the cart in or whatever, I saw they had some salt. So I got me some of that ice and snow salt. It was like a small little bag, it's about probably this big or whatever. So I got that because I didn't have any snow, like salt or ice salt or whatever. So I got that. When I looked in the box that it had the salt, it was only like literally like maybe 3 bags left. So that was one of the things that people were buying out, was the salt. So I got me some. Because if I didn't get any then I would have been it would have been bad for me not having any. So I got that. Um, and Walmart, I didn't go to get any groceries. I was basically in there to get a mouse trap, like a catch and release trap, because I was having some issues with a mouse. I've since caught the mouse. I released him this morning. If you guys want to check out the video of me releasing the mouse, you can just go to my channel, Butterfly Spirit 314, and then you'll be able to see. It's like a little YouTube short. It's like a minute and 29 seconds, but you get to see the mouse that I caught, and the catch and release trap. I caught him in about 8 hours. And that mouse had been in my house for like since November, and he has been driving me crazy. So finally got him, because I know that I'm going to be like working from home for a couple of days because of the snow. And I did not want to have that mouse in this house with me while I'm working from home. Okay. I just didn't want to do it. I'm already going to be working from home. Why in the world would I want to have the mouse in here and him running around and stuff? Because his little ass was quick. After I released him, I named him. So his name is Flash. Like from the TV show The Flash. Yeah, I named him Flash because of how fast the little mouse is. So yeah, he's quick but mighty. But yeah, I named him Flash. So I named him. I mean, when I was about to release him outside, I mean, he was so cute and he was like a little derby and all that. And I was like, oh my gosh, he's so cute. I can keep him as a pet. I'm like, no, he's been working my nerves. I'm releasing his little butt. So I released the little mouse this morning before my doctor's appointment. So that was, I'm glad I did. Why is my hair doing this? Oh my God, my hair. It's like, anyway, so I released him. So I got a catch and release trap. I'm glad I got it because it worked in 8 hours. So the mouse was caught while I was sleeping. Yippee! So that was cool. I'm glad it worked. I'm gonna keep the other trap for later. So standing in line at Walmart was crazy. The lines were stretching like so far back. But it took me like I think 20 minutes or like maybe 30 minutes to get to the checkout because that's how long the lines were. It was insane how long the lines were because everybody knows the snowstorm is coming and stuff. I saw people buying like food items and stuff like that and stuff. But people were surprisingly patient and stuff like that, standing in lines and stuff like that. So that was good. I didn't see anybody getting into any kind of fights or anything. I guess because the police were in the store, so they weren't trying to do any of that. So they weren't trying to be crazy because it was a snowstorm and they didn't want to, they didn't want to mess it up, right? So, so the next thing, so after I got out of Walmart, I walked to the car and I ended up, let me go back. While I was standing in line, there was these ladies that was telling me about a grocery store in my area called Aldi. The two ladies were saying that that particular grocery store, most people know what Aldi is, it's a discount grocery store. The two ladies were telling me that Aldi was they were out of food. And I was like, oh, shoot, because that's where I was planning to go to get some food and stuff because to prep for the snowstorm. And I started to feel like, worried because I was like, oh my gosh, what if they're out of food? Oh my gosh, no, I have to, and then that anxiety, I had and stuff. So after I got to the checkout, I went to Aldi. Even though the lady said that Aldi was out of food, I still went to Aldi anyway. And I went in there. I'm like, not everybody's going to be getting the same stuff I'm getting. So I went in there. I got my frozen vegetables because I like frozen vegetables. I got me some lava cakes because I love those. I ended up getting me some like garlic chicken bags and stuff like that. I noticed that all the bread was gone. The bagels, the bread, it was gone. People went through there, bread was gone. Like seriously, people they was in there crazy. All right. So that was gone. Luckily I already had at home, I already had bagels and stuff like that. 2 bags of bagels, so I was straight, you know what I'm saying? So I had that. And then let's see, what else did I get? I got me some tissue, got me some paper towels, made sure to give me some water. I'm getting them essentials, so I made sure I survived because I had that survival instinct. I'm gonna survive, damn it. I'm gonna survive. Like I am not about to fuck around and not have no food. Okay. So I actually did that. So they did not, I looked in the meat section. They did not have any meat. So like, hamburger meat or steaks or ribs or any of that stuff. They did not have any meat. They had no meat at Aldi. People clean through that too. And I guess it makes sense because if it's going to be a snowstorm, people are going to make sandwiches. So that's why they bought out all the meat, all the chicken, all the bread. So yeah. Milk, there's still some milk that was in the store. Typically when there's snowstorms, people will typically buy milk, eggs, bread. Um, and I was talking to this lady at my doctor's appointment this morning, and she was like, one of the other patients that was like me that was there. And the lady was like, why do people buy milk, eggs, and bread? And she was like, oh, I guess they make French toast. And I'm like, that makes sense. They make French toast. But then I told the lady, I was like, well, if I bought milk, eggs, and bread and I was going to make French toast, I would get bored as hell with that. I got to have variety with my food. So that's why I ended up getting the things I know I was going to get. I didn't get a chance to get my cookies from the store because people have bought those things out. I noticed that when I was in the frozen food section, I noticed the only breakfast item they had left, they didn't have any waffles. They didn't have any waffles. They didn't have any bagel sandwiches, like any breakfast sandwiches. So those were out. So I decided I would go to the next store because I needed to get, things I needed that I know that Aldi doesn't sell. So I went to a store called Snooks in my area, and the food is a bit more expensive. So when I went in there, they had a lot of the things that I would normally get for groceries, which I was very happy about. I immediately went and got me some meat because I'm gonna be making me some lasagna. So I went and got that because Aldi, that meat was gone. The meat, the salmon, like the steaks, ribs, hamburger meat, chicken, salmon, all that at Aldi, it was gone. At the other grocery store I went to, they still had meat. So I went and got me, my lasagna meat because I'm making some lasagna. So I made sure to get that. There was a fair amount of meat that was almost gone too there, but I made sure I got me some meat. Got my lasagna noodles, got me some pasta sauce, got me some cheese because I'm gonna be making some lasagna, like I said. And since the breakfast sandwiches were out at Aldi, I went over to the frozen food section. I got me my breakfast sandwiches that I like, the bacon, egg, and cheese, like biscuits from Jimmy Dean or whatever. I got me like 4 boxes of them things because I'm gonna make sure I have me some breakfast. Okay. So I made sure to get those. So I got those in my fridge right now. So I got my, fridge stocked with food because when it's a snowstorm coming, you're going to kick in with that survival instinct. You know what I'm saying? People are prepping. I live in the Midwest. I talked to my sister. She lives in Cincinnati, Ohio. She said people up there are going crazy because people are prepping for that snowstorm up there. People are buying stuff out. They're buying out the meat. They're buying out the bread. They're buying out stuff. People are prepping for the storm because people are hearing it's gonna be 18 to 21 inches of snow and all that, and people are they're buying stuff because they're prepping because people are expecting to stay at home for a week. Luckily, I'm gonna be working from home, and my job was like, "Hey, take your laptop home," because we want you to still work. I'm like, "Cool." So at least I'm gonna be making money still. But yeah, people are buying stuff up. They are. There's long lines at the grocery store. I wouldn't recommend going to a Walmart or anything like that. The storm's supposed to start at 10 tonight. I got all my stuff mostly on Friday. Today I went to the store. I just got me like some chips and stuff like that, candy or whatever. But yeah. I also got me like some stuff, like some more fabrics so I can sew or whatever. But yeah, people are taking this stuff super seriously. This storm's supposed to be some kind of Arctic storm. There's supposed to be some ice coming along with it. But yeah, I prepped and I kicked the mouse out of my house before the storm came because I'm not gonna be stuck in here with him. So he's gone. But yeah, like guys, people are going crazy in the Midwest United States because that storm is coming. And like Walmart, Target, every grocery store, department store, they making money because people are not trying to be without food. I haven't heard of people fighting, but I wouldn't be surprised because bread, meat, chicken, salmon, breakfast items, yeah, those things are selling out. When I was at the store and I saw the chicken was gone, chicken breasts, chicken legs, chicken wings. you know, hamburger was still there, but people probably gonna buy that out and stuff like that. Yeah. People are in that survival mode. People are not fucking around. Okay. I made sure I made sure I filled up. I have gas on full. So I'm prepped. But people are not fucking around when it comes to what's happening. I'm not fucking around. I got my shit because I'm gonna survive, damn it. I'm gonna survive, and I guess that survival instinct must happen because my sister must have felt it because she's at the store. She's getting her stuff, so her and her son are good. So, you know what I mean? It's sending shockwaves. But yeah, I'm good though. I'm good, guys. And I hope if you guys are in the Midwest, I hope you good too. Thanks for watching. Bye.